Hey everyone, the Networkberg here. Hope you've been doing well. In this video, we'll be continuing where we left up in the previous video, which was LACP. I've shown you how to configure LACP on both a Cisco and MikroTik device. And I just wanted to add on top of that, where I'm going to show you now how to span some VLANs from the MikroTik over these LACP or these port channels or whatever you want to call them. Let's call them bonding interfaces, because that's what MikroTik likes to use. So again, before we jump into the actual video, I just want to remind people to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. I do appreciate it. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so we're back in our topology. We've got our MikroTik router here and switch 2, which we've configured LACP on. The MikroTik has an IP address of 10.0.0.1 and the switch has an IP address of 10.0.0.2, and they're both in a /24 subnet. So I want to also just maybe span LACP to the other switch, switch 1, using different port information. So let's just quickly do that. It's going to be LACP setup again, but I'm quickly just going to do this. I don't want to make it a long thing. So I'm just going to jump onto the MikroTik and the switch. I just need to close the MikroTik because there's a little bug that the first time you open it up in HTML5 console, it doesn't want to go to a new line. Alrighty, so we're in our switch, we're in our MikroTik. So let's quickly add the interfaces. So interface bonding add, and then we're going to add, the name will be PO2. The hash policy will be layer 2 and 3. The mode will be 802.3AD, and our slaves will be Ether 3 and Ether 4. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to do the LACP configuration on the other switch. I think somebody wants to say hello. Hello, puppy. Sorry, you can jump down. That's my little sausage dog, my Dachshund. She's very excited. Alright, so let's go to our switch, config T, interface range. Let me just see. Yeah, interface range E00 to 1. Let's make sure it's not shut down. Alright, so let's set switch port encapsulation. Switch port trunk encapsulation.1q. Switch port mode trunk. So this just allows all the VLANs to go across this trunk. And then what I want to do is add the channel group. And this channel group, I can make one, but I'm just going to make it 2 for the sake of consistency. Channel group 2 mode, it will be active. Cool. So now, if I add an IP address, it's not going to work exactly, but we're going to fix it now from the MikroTik side. So I'm going to add an IP. Let's just go into VLAN 1, IP address 10.0.0.3/24. And let's just no shut the VLAN, and that should be good. Alright, cool. So what do you think will happen if I ping from switch 1, MikroTik 3's IP address, the 10.0.0.1? Think it's gonna work or think it's gonna fail? So I've got a sneaky suspicion it's not going to work, because we've already got that IP address for 10.0.0.1 assigned to PO1, to port channel 1 or Ether channel 1 on the MikroTik. So port channel 2, which is what we just created, it doesn't have an IP address associated with it. So how do we fix that on MikroTik? Oh, well, we can use the bridge that MikroTik provides us with. And this is how we're going to span the VLANs as well. So let's just quickly add these interfaces in a bridge. You're actually learning 2 things now at once. You're learning how to span to 2 different switches, as well as how to do VLAN. So that's quite nice. But let's add we're going to move the IP address to a bridge. So first things first, let's just first create a bridge, interface bridge, add name. Let's call this the PO_bridge. That should be fine. And I might set the MTU to 1504. I'll explain to you in a bit. But the main reason is whenever you try and add VLANs, there's a 4-byte header, and on these CHRs, when we're labbing, it doesn't like that 4 bytes. So it doesn't allow it to actually add the VLAN under the interface. So if we make the MTU bigger, actually, no, let's not do that. Let's keep the MTU the standard size. So interface bridge set MTU 1500. And then we'll just reduce the MTU size on the actual VLAN. It's not an issue. And I hope that's not gibberish. If it is, please let me know in the comments. But there are VLAN videos that I have that explain this. Okay, so we've got a PO bridge. So let's add ports to this bridge. Interface bridge, ports. Let's add. Sorry, my neck. And then we're going to add interface PO1 to the bridge, which is PO bridge. Device is already in a bridge port. That doesn't sound right. Interface bridge print. Interface bridge port print. Oh, okay, this is some legacy configuration. Let's just quickly remove that. Interface bridge remove 3. No, bridge port remove 3 2 1 0. Alright, let's do that again. Interface bridge. So we're adding PO1 to bridge PO underscore bridge. That's right. Then we're going to add interface PO2 to the same bridge. Now we're going to move our IP address, this 10001, to the bridge interface instead of leaving it on the PO. So IP address set interface will be PO underscore bridge, and that will be for line number 1. Awesome. Okay, that should actually be it. I should be able to ping across both switches now. I just quickly want to test. It might fail in the beginning, but it picks up there. And that's the whole Mac learning business again. Let's see .3. Alright, cool. So our MikroTik can now talk to both our Cisco switches, which is fantastic. I am really happy with that, because now that the two switches can talk to the MikroTik, and I've shown you how to set up a bridge, I'm going to show you how to span the VLANs across. So the Cisco side is already technically done because it's configured as a trunk port, and we didn't specify any allowed VLANs, so it will just accept and send any VLANs across. But on the MikroTik side, it's a little bit trickier. So what we need to do is, typically, let's just get back in, come on, open. There we go. So typically with a VLAN, you create the VLAN as an interface, and you'll bind that to an actual interface. So in our case, we're going to go interface VLAN add, and then we want to add, let's say VLAN ID 100. Let's give it a name of data, and we want to set that to an interface. So typically, and this is what I was talking about earlier, but you'll see it's going to give us the error now. I'm going to set the interface as PO underscore bridge. I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to tell me this could not set MTU. So in a production environment, this shouldn't be an issue, but with the CHRs in the lab, it's a bit of an issue with the MTU size. So let's just drop the MTU for this VLAN down a little bit to 1492 or 1496 actually. That should take it. And it takes that. So it's just for that 4-byte overhead for the VLAN information. Alright, I'm happy with that. And let's give ourselves an IP address of add address 172.16.0.1 maybe /25, and we're going to put that on data. Cool. Ping 172.16.0.1. I get a response, so I'm happy with that. Now let's configure VLAN 100 on one of the switches. I'm going to enable the switch, show IP in brief. So I've already got VLAN 100 configured here. Let's do it on a switch we haven't configured it on yet. Okay. Show IP int brief. No VLAN. Okay, VLAN 100 is here as well. Huh. Alright. Config T. Int no VLAN 100. Let's just no int show IP int brief. I just want to treat it as if there was no VLAN here. So I've removed VLAN 100. Let's set it up from scratch. So config T interface VLAN 100 IP address 172.16.0 dot, let's maybe make it dot 50, and it's going to be a /25. Hit enter. No shut the VLAN, and let's just make sure that VLAN 100 is here, and let's give it a name of data. Going to save my config. Show CDP neighbors. Okay, cool. But what I'm really interested in is, can I ping 172.16.0.1? I can. Awesome. Alright, cool. So we have actually spanned a VLAN across using LACP over the MikroTik on a bridge. So that is fantastic. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to cut off the video here. So please guys, again, if you think of anything that you want me to try and explain to you, especially on anything, it doesn't matter if it's Juniper, MikroTik, Cisco, FortiGate, Checkpoint, it really doesn't matter, HP even, it doesn't matter. I'll show it to you, but you need to come to me then, and I'll try and figure it out for you and put it in a video format. But we're concluding the video here again. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. See ya.